Welcome to Sew Very Easy. My name is Laura, and aprons have been around for centuries, and so have children aprons. So let's make a child's apron that is reversible and with a pocket. So for the apron, I've chosen 3 fabrics, and all of them are cotton, and they're from Blank Quilting. So for the pocket, I'm going to use the green, and this is going to be on reverse side. So what you're going to want is the pocket fabric to go with both fabrics. You are not going to see the one fabric when the apron's turned the other side. So as long as the pocket matches the fabric, you're set to go. And in the description, I will give you these fabric sheets that you will be able to tape together and make one large pattern. And you won't have to blow it up. This will be the right size. And this is the pattern when you get it taped together. You're going to have one flat side with the arrows, and you will need to place this on a fold of fabric. This will actually be the armpit, and here are the shoulder seams. So you need to cut this out. So you're going to cut the front and the back identical, and you will need to have your fabric together with a fold on one side. Now it won't matter what sides you are going to cut out because this pattern is going to be the same. You just need to make sure that this is on the fold. Pin your fabric and cut it out, and do the same for the second piece. Both the front and back have been cut out. Now we need to cut out the pocket. And on the bottom of the pattern is the pocket pattern. So if you are going to only make this once, you can cut along the dotted line and use this. But if you're going to use this pattern again, print pages 3 and 4 and you'll be able to get your pocket pattern. And you will need to cut 2 of these, and again, it needs to be on the fold. So place the flat end on the fold and cut it out, move it up, and cut out a second one. So the pockets look like 2 big smiley faces. And what you're going to do is put the right sides together, and on the upper curve you need to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around, and you're not going to sew the bottom. Then turn the fabrics out so that the wrong sides are touching and press. When it's all pressed, what we're going to do is top stitch just the top, not the bottom, and put in 3 buttonholes. The buttonholes are one right in the very center and then just off on the side. So you have the one in the center and the 2 on the side. You are going to need 6 buttons, 3 for the front, 3 for the back. And it's really important that you choose a button that has a little shaft on it, because the 2 buttons are going to be sewn together, one on the front, one on the back. So you will need a space to put the fabric. If you choose 2 flat buttons, when you sew them together, there is not a space. You would have to leave a space, or the fabric will not fit inside in order for the button to be done up. So you'll either have to leave a space when you're sewing them, or get 2 buttons with the shaft. You could even get 1 button with the shaft and 1 flat. You just need to maintain a space in between the 2 buttons. I'm going to use this variegated thread by Iris. I like the way it has all the colors in the rainbow, and it's going to go well with all of the fabric. So I'm going to top stitch with this and do the buttonholes. 3 buttonholes that look good on both sides, and it's top stitched. Now we're going to layer it. So take the apron pocket and place it along the bottom, right where you would have cut that pattern out. Place the next piece on top so you have the right sides touching. And you're going to pin this together all the way around, making sure that you get that pocket caught in the seam allowance. If you want, you can stitch down that pocket first if you're more comfortable. To sew this together, you're going to sew the neckline from the shoulder to the shoulder, leaving the shoulder seam open. Sew the arm together, stopping here, not sewing the shoulder together. Just sew all the way around, leaving a little bit open at the one side up to where the button goes. So you're going to leave a little bit here and then continue sewing right to the shoulder. This is where you're going to need to turn the apron right side out. When it's been stitched down, take a piece of fusible interfacing and fuse it on each side where the button and the buttonhole goes. It will just make it a little stronger. You will then need to snip your seams, the ones that are round, so the armhole, the neckline, and a little bit up in the back of the neck. And by having these seams snipped a little bit, it will make it turn easier and be nice and flat. Now from your opening, turn the whole thing right side out and press it. And once it's pressed, we need to sew the shoulders together. And these two are going to go together, and these two are going together. So put your hand in the hole that you have had to turn it over. So you'll have your hand out the one shoulder. You're going to take this shoulder and put it together. And then you will be able to hold the 4 layers of fabric together and pull it out the hole. So you now have the one shoulder, the other shoulder, and the right sides will be together. Match up all the seams and sew straight across. And once you've had all 4 seams sewn together, you will be able to just pull it out and the seams are joined together. Put your hand into the hole and go all the way to the other side. I like to put my hand into the side where the buttonhole is going to go into. And this piece, again, is just going to come like this. So I'm just going to twist it and I'm going to grab it here. And I'm going to pinch this other fabric at the same time. So I'm holding all 4 layers. And I know that my sides are matching up because the fabric is the same. And I'm able to pull that right through that hole. Now, if you're not sure that you have it right, put a couple of pins in, turn it right side out, and you'll be able to test it. And if it's good, pull it back through the hole and give her a stitch. If you're still not comfortable sewing those shoulders together that way, there is another way. Take one edge and fold it in 1/4 inch and press it. Then you will be able to take this edge and put it inside. Then you can top stitch the shoulders closed. Now the apron has the armholes and the neck. Now the back is going to need buttonholes and a button. So you're going to need one side for a buttonhole and one side for the buttons. And again, you're going to have buttons on both sides. So you need to have that space in between them. And one buttonhole. And it doesn't matter what side your buttonhole is on. Now we can top stitch all the way around the entire apron. We will not be able to top stitch the pocket because if you top stitch the pocket, it will not make it reversible. To make it reversible, you're going to be able to move this pocket to the other side. So you will have 3 buttons on one side and 3 buttons on the other side in order for that pocket to turn from one side to the other. But we can still top stitch all the way around. When you bring this to the machine, you're going to hold the pocket out of the way and top stitch on the apron, not the pocket, going all the way around. And now the apron is done. Buttons on the front and the buttons on the back. So you can undo them. Flip the pocket to the other side, do up your pockets, do up the back, and the second side is ready to go. So now we're complete. One child's apron, and it has a nice big pocket in the front and it's reversible. Thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.